and I'm from Google. In Google, I work in a vertical called the Next Billion Users. Now, Next Billion User is an initiative by Google to make sure technology works for everyone, irrespective of what country you live in, what language you speak, and for that matter, what device you may use to connect to the technology. Through this initiative, we are connecting people for the very first time onto the internet in countries like India, Indonesia, Nigeria, Brazil, Thailand, and many such countries. But listen, I'm not here to talk about the fact that through this initiative today, we provide free public Wi-Fi at 400 railway stations, working alongside with our partners, completely free of cost. I'm also not here to talk about the fact that this initiative is live in 5 more countries. I'm here to talk about who these next billion users are, what makes them so different, how are their cultures so different from that of ours, and you'll be surprised to know what is something so funny to us at times is actually very innate to these cultures. And through this TED Talk, I want to talk about these cultural differences. Let me start with Nigeria. Nigeria is one country where I worked for almost 1 year. I worked as a management consultant in my previous company. I was super excited to go to this country until the time I read my employment contract. My employment contract said a ransom kidnapping component of X million dollars. Now I'm really spooked. I run to my HR person to understand what this ransom component means. So he explains to me, you see sir, Nigeria is not a very safe country for expats, and there are a lot of instances of people getting kidnapped. So we just add this component to make sure, even if you get kidnapped, we retrieve you back. I'm like, that's comforting. But how do you know that the kidnap is going to be asking for exactly this amount? Maybe he can ask you a higher amount. He's like, don't worry about it. This is a very competitive rate, and this is the current market rate for people who are getting kidnapped in Nigeria. We will make sure we'll get you back. I'm like, that's not comforting at all. If you're actually making my ransom component extremely competitive, there is a very high chance that I will get kidnapped, and I do not like this. My wife had a different issue altogether. She's like, who gets the money if you get kidnapped? Is it the kidnapper or is it her? I'm like, is that your really concern? Well, the contract also said that your ransom will be paid only twice. So if I get kidnapped the 3rd time or the 4th time, I'm on my own. I asked my HR, what happens the 3rd time? He's like, if you're getting kidnapped for the 3rd time, it's really personal between you and the kidnapper. You have probably annoyed the kidnapper way too much in your 2 kidnappings that he's coming after you and making a personal do. So you need to figure it out yourself. The company is not going to help you on this one. Nonetheless, I did go to Nigeria. Well, the great thing about working in Africa is this. You get to work in a lot of countries. You get to visit a lot of countries. And first on my list was Egypt. Now, Egypt is an amazing country, except for the traffic. You see, Egyptians, they undergo this odd personality change as soon as they sit in the car. In any setting in Egypt, being impatient or showing any kind of aggression is not liked upon. It is actually frowned upon. And in fact, their unofficial anthem is, Inshallah, Bokra Malish, which means, God willing, forgive it, let's move on. But you put an Egyptian driver in the driver's seat, and just through his honking, he will actually deliver Islamic justice for you. You see, in India, we use honking maybe to overtake a car. We use honking maybe just to stop people from passing the road. But in Egypt, honking is a different sign language altogether. Honking can be used to communicate very personal and complex messages. And there are many variants of these honkings. And I could find 3 of them. The first one, it's called, I'm just happy honking. This happy honking is generally used by the brides in Egypt. You see, when the new brides are about to get married in Egypt, they go about the city honking and announcing their marriage. Pip pip, I'm getting married. Pip pip, I'm getting married. Greet me. Well, then there is the second polite honk, which is, thank you for making the way. Thank you. Well, you see, in Egypt, it's very uncommon for a car in front of you to actually let you pass through. So that if there is a driver who is sane enough to actually let your car through, you actually go out of the way to thank him and honk the hell out of him. Thank you so much, thank you. It means a lot to me. Nobody does that in Egypt anymore. The third one is my personal favorite. It's called Let Me Pass Buddy. You see, if there's a driver like this who is in your rear view, you are better off offering his view and making sure you let him go to the office. So next time, if you are in Egypt and somebody is honking at you, it's probably a message they're trying to send. Africa gives you a lot of chance to actually do a lot of wildlife visits. I was lucky enough to go to Masai Mara in Africa. I was also lucky enough to do the gorilla tracking in Uganda. But the great thing about these trekkings is this. If you respect Mother Nature, the Mother Nature actually greets you with some amazing pictures like this. Even like this. And even like this. But the time you start messing up with Mother Nature, something like this can really happen. The guy on the right hand side is unfortunately me. So I'm at Masai Mara Wildlife Reserve and we see this SUV on which there is this cheetah sitting right at the top. And we are super excited. The cheetah is actually in a vantage position waiting for its next shikar. We are so excited, we ask our driver, can we take our car closer to this particular car? And he takes the car. And this cheetah dude decides to jump and come on the front of my car. He actually climbs up and comes on the roof of my car. And I swear, my SUV right now is roofless. So if this cheetah really wants to come inside, he can actually come inside and take a selfie with me, which I was trying to do. So I'm very scared right now. And I ask the driver, what are my chances of survival? He replies like this.
Can she come inside?
No, she cannot exactly do that. At times it may happen, but that is very rare. And in case, she cannot exactly settle like what she's doing up there.
Right.
Yeah, and what you have to try and avoid in case she comes in is just the direct eye contact.
But what if she wants to make an eye contact?
Well, you have to face down, otherwise you may risk exactly a scratch right down your face.
That's comforting.
So I had to ask the driver, what are the chances of my survival? And he was honest. If I don't match the eyes, I'm okay. Well, so the lessons from Africa are two. It's okay to get kidnapped twice. And it's not okay to animals with the wildlife animals. My work also took me to some South American countries like Brazil and Argentina. There is a reason why in this photograph my wife and myself are laughing away to glory. It starts to become a part of your texting. See, in India, if you have to text someone, you go like LOL if you're really happy about it. And maybe if you're more happy about it, you go like ROFL. And if you're like a Punjabi like me, you would go like ha 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 ha. But Brazilians, when they have to express their laughter in a text message, they undergo this endless streams of At first, I thought maybe it's the Shah Rukh Khan Bazikar influence happening on them. But no, there are those variants of KKTK that you can see. There's this 3 case, then there is the 6 case, and then there are these 26 case. And I'm assuming more the case, the funnier it is. Apparently, when Brazilians laugh, they actually keep adding these KKKs to them. So at 26 case, somebody's ghost has gotten onto you and you just need to be hospitalized. Well, in Brazilians, if it's the people who are laughing, in Turkey, it's actually the animals who are having the last laugh. My work took me for a brief to Turkey also. And there are a lot of cultural similarities between India and Turkey. You see, Turkey is a cultural hub. It's on 2 continents, Asia as well as Europe. And there is this one amazing similarity between India and Turkey. It's the one word. You see, in India, if that's decide to sit in the middle of the road, you can't do anything about it, even if it's a national highway. The cars actually passing on the national highway will actually make their way around so that it's not really disturbed. Turkey is exactly like this, except replace the cow with the cat. The cats are fat, they're bold, and they're fearless. And if they decide to sit on the road, they will actually make sure they sit there for the entire day. So the next time you are in Turkey, and if you see this lovely cat, it's probably not all that pretty. Closer to home, my work also took me to some South Asian countries like Indonesia and Philippines. Now the thing about these countries is this: the fertility rate is on the higher side, which means apparently the family has more kids as compared to other Asian countries. Now it's all okay until you actually go into this country and you realize this issue. So I'm at Philippines airport and my driver comes and receives me. And his name is Stop. Stop. S-T. And I'm like, how do I make stop to stop the car if I have to stop the car? And it happened with me, right? So I'm thinking, stop the car. Or do I go like, stop the... We finally figure out how to get the car stopped. And when the car stopped, I asked Stop, listen Stop, why did your parents name you as Stop? He's like, my parents have 13 kids. I'm the last one in the family. His family wanted to make sure that after stop has happened, they do not start again. So just to make sure they do not start again, they named it Stop. I'm like, that is such an idea we can take to any emergency. The last country I want to talk about is Dubai. See, Dubai, by no stretch of imagination, is the next billion user country. People don't have the issues that we have in the next billion user countries, right? Heck, I don't think so if it's even the first billion user country. I think there was this million that was reserved and given to Dubai even before the first billion happened. And rightly so. The country is so damn rich. You see, I walked into this mall in Dubai by the name of Ibn Battuta Mall. Now you have vending machines in India, right? The vending machine over there actually gives you gold biscuits. So there's a local sheikh who takes out a gold biscuit and gives it to his son. Habibi, please don't cry. Why don't you try this biscuit today? Mummy will come shortly. Right outside the mall, I see this SUV, a gold-plated SUV. Even Bappi Lahiri goes like, what the hell is happening in this country, folks? And that's not enough. When you go about the city, you actually see pizza delivery actually happening on Sports Star. And it's not enough. You see, in India, when you get up in the morning, for all those people who have dogs with you, you take the dog for a walk with you in the morning, right? The whole idea is you walk with the dog. But in Dubai, it's a new definition altogether. You see people in Dubai have camels. And when they have to take the camel out for a walk, they take the camel in the SUV. And mind it, the SUV is actually air conditioned. So guys, this is Dubai. And if you're still using ATM machines to take out money, you're actually taking your dogs out for a walk, you'll not arrived in time. Better luck in next life. Well guys, this is my talk. If you found it funny, it shouldn't have been funny because I'm just talking about cultural differences. And at Google, we're making sure we connect all these people, irrespective of the language they speak, irrespective of which country you come from, matter what device you may use to access the internet. Thank you so much.